Hello my crafty friends. Welcome to my channel, Paper Happinessity with Monica. My name is Monica Formosa. I had a mental blank there for a moment. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wide Bay region, Queensland, Australia, which is on the east coast here. Today I'm doing a video, sharing a video for Stampin' Around the World video hop. This is our last one of the year. What's the theme? I believe it's Sparkle and Shine. Something like that. I really do have a mental blank. But anyway, Sparkle and Shine. There will be, in the description box below this video, there will be a list of all the participants. Please do go and check out everyone's videos. I know it is super busy at this time of the year, and I really do appreciate any amount of time that you have that can support us and our little video hop. So you never know, you might just be inspired for any last minute Christmas cards that you need to put together, which is what I'm doing today. All right, so for my card, I'll move that away. For my card, I'm using the is it the Traditions of Christmas 12 by 12 specialty paper. This is beautiful paper. Absolutely love this. I don't have a lot left, which is perfect. Although I did go in and buy the another pack with the sticker sheet. It's on last chance. It hasn't been reduced, but I need to update my advent calendar. I've had it for a few years now, and it's starting to get a bit old and dated, and I'd like to bring it up to be a little bit more modern. Okay, so yes, I'm using this. It has this lovely foil thing going on it. I'm also using the coordinating sequins, traditional sparkling sequins. I wanted to bring these out because I want to decorate my envelope. Now these are all the little pieces that are on the edge. It doesn't have a full, they don't have a full bouquet or a flower, but if you have an envelope, you can just add it. And that one doesn't really work, but you can, and that one doesn't work either because the stamp goes up there. But I mean, you could add this to the back if you really wanted to. The flowers aren't really going, so that's a bit big for that, but you could use that on the inside of a card. But here's one. So the straight edge just goes onto the bottom, onto the edge of whatever it is that you're sticking it to, and that just gives you a little bit, something a little bit more special, and like that. So I've got them pieces out. I sat down and I either fussy cut them or use the dies to cut all them out. So I'm using them. I got my envelope. I'm not sure whether that's the one I'm using, but I'll keep that one out just in case. So I'm using them. Traditional labels. The Christmas here and the Merry, wherever it is. If you don't have that, but you have ornamental Christmas stamp set, you could use this Merry Christmas here. It actually fits in a little bit better, I will say, and it's not as finicky. With this one, you have to kind of stamp twice. Maybe. I'll see if I can get it on one. If I can manage to get it on one block this time. We don't need the Christmas greenery stamp set, but you do need the dies to cut out your little bouquet. So I'll show you my card. I'm all over the shop here. So this is my card. I haven't used these sequins on this one, or the sparkles on this one. but I will on my next card. And can you see, like, I found it really tricky to try and get the Merry straight because I had to put this on the wonk and to fit it in. But I think the Merry Christmas from Ornamental Christmas would actually fit in there maybe a little bit better if you also put that on a thing, on a bit of a slant there, so that would fit. However, if you've already got traditional labels, we're going to try and achieve the same. If I get my Christmas and I get my Merry, the big Merry is not going to fit. And even that's probably too much. If I do it this way, in that space there, let's make the card first. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll just put them there, them there. So this is the card, and what I've gone and done is, where's my card? Where's my little packet of stuff? Here. I will need to die cut. Oh no, there it is. So you need a card base, which is just a regular card base, and I'll get my bone folder because I want that nice and crisp. So the card base, and you've cut, that is possibly 1.5 inches or 3.5 centimeters in metric. We need to grab one of the larger bouquets, and we're going to die cut that. We have, this is for the envelope, and that's already been die cut. You also need a strip of real red, no, might be Poppy Parade, no, real red, and a strip of gold. Now this is actually a little bit longer than what I need, but I'm going to trim them off. So first and foremost, I need to die cut this. Where's my little mini? Because it'll fit in the mini. Let me grab my little mini. I don't use this very often. So, but it is well used, as you can see. The plate is very well used. I need the coordinating die. So this die will actually cut out the images on the paper, or there's a stamped image that it will cut out. I'm going to line that up as best I can and hold my breath. I'm going to get a little piece of washi tape and maybe stick that down across there. Bring in my little machine, put the lid on, and we will, I'm not sure whether run that through. Sorry for the wobble. Okay, so we have our die cut. I'm going to take that off and put that back because I can use that again. Put my die back in there so I know where that is next time I need it. That and that. And I will throw that in, wind that back in there. All right, and let me just take all them away, throw them in the bin. So we have our die cut image. So we need to cut it. So what I did is I placed, I'm not sure whether the camera will pick this up. So between the flower and this gold leaf here, I placed that bit in the that section in the track here, and I moved this over so that the track is between, or comes out. You see a little bit of the track in here, And what I want you to do is go really, really slowly. And what happens is that you feel that resistance until you get to this spot here, and it gives away just that little bit. But then you don't want to go any further because you don't really want to chop off that piece of leaf, although it's probably, it might make things easier. So nice and slow, and then you come up and you kind of feel that little bit of resistance. And there we have our sections. All right, so now I'm going to just open that up. For the gold, I did put some adhesive sheets on the back and trimmed it. Just that little piece there. And we're going to put that right up so that the edge meets the edge. Give it a bit of a press down, that's fine there, and get my snips, and we'll just trim that off. Now you can decide which one you want on which side. I kind of went with the narrower one on the front, because as opposed to the wider one, so you've got two halves. The one that's a bit wider, I put it down here, and then the narrower one that then gives you a little bit of room, extra room for your stamping. Add a little bit of glue. Again, if you wanted to, you could use your adhesive sheets before you die cut. Using the liquid glue just gives me a little bit of extra time to get it into place, and all I'm doing now is gluing that so that the edges meet. Okay, so there's that section done. Now for this section, you don't want to glue this down here before you add this down, because what happens is that you might get it a bit crooked either way. So what I like to do is, where's my piece of washi tape that I said I would need again? Here it is. So what I did, if you've got grid paper, use your grid paper. Oh, stop. No, so that is straight. There's that line. And you can make it as wide or as narrow as you like. Oh, that's not straight. There we go. And then I'm going to use this tape just to tape that down together. We're going to lift those both up, and hopefully that is where it still needs to be. Add a little bit of glue to the back. Oh, no! Darn it. Now I'm going to have glue all over my fingers. All right, we're just going to just keeping it real, guys. All right, just moving that in So we have this tiny border. I think that tape doesn't hold as well as it could. All right, so then I need to get my little SpongeBob eraser when that dries off a bit at first, I think. And we're going to just trim our little overhang off. And then we're going to take that away. We're going to add glue now to the back of this. And we're going to adhere this, you're going to butt that up to there. And in my little thing here, let me get, and very, very gently, I've got glue there everywhere, take that away. Now when you use one of these are great, but just when you're using it, top tip, just go in one direction, don't go backwards and forwards. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so there's our card. So the next thing now is we want to do our stamping. You should not be there. So we're going to throw that down there. See if I can get this to work. Does that look straight? And then you get your block, which is also dirty. And we're going to pick that up. And you can use whatever color you like if there's a red or the green. Yeah, the green, you could pick up the green, or you could go in with I think that's pretty in pink. Let me find my packet. So what are the colors in this? Oh, it's cherry cobbler. Oh, cherry cobbler, old olive, pool party, real red, secret sea, and gold. And I'm actually using secret sea because secret sea is the black you use when you're not using black. Okay, so we're going to hold our breath, everyone. Make sure your Mary is reasonably straight. We're going to move it over. Come down. There we go. Close that up because I don't want all that getting everywhere. And to finish off our card, we'll add a few of these little lovelies. Where's my take a pic tool? All right, so on this little packet you get 3 of each size, or 3 sizes of each color. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a bit of a mark there. Let me just kindly persuade it to move away, go away. And I might put, I think I've gone and done that round the wrong way. Let me think. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to swap these over very, very gently. All right, I want to put you down here and then you up here. So we have this bit of a triangle thing happening. And there it is, nice and easy. Now for the envelope, like I said, let's not forget our envelope in my packet. Did I have a packet with my, oh my goodness me, I've got things here everywhere. My envelope. And then I thought we could put this one up the side just to decorate our envelope, because we all have these pieces, especially on the pages, the papers that have die cuts. You always seem to have those pieces along the edge, and no, this way. That are a bit tricky to use, and this is a good way of using them. There we go. All right, thank you so much everyone for watching. Please do though go and see what everyone else has created. We're a bunch of demonstrators from all around the world, and we love to inspire you. Of course we do. And I also want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, or a Happy Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever tradition you like to celebrate. It's always great to get together and try and enjoy our time together as families if you can. So yeah, that's it from me. I will see you. I hate to say this, but I will see you next year. Thank you so much for supporting me and our little group, and all the best for next year. Bye for now.